If you are given enough fuel, can you fly all the way to the edge of the universe? No, you cannot even leave the solar system. You might think that after flying alone for 48 years, 4 months and 13 days, Voyager 1 has finally broken free. No. It still needs another 30,000 years to exit the solar system. You lying in bed scrolling on your phone can now switch to TikTok listening mode. I am sleep in deep space. The memory eraser. Today let us talk about this cruel gravitational prison that locks you tightly in your cradle. First, we need to update our concept of the solar system. Right now, your geography teacher may have told you the solar system has 8 planets, with Neptune being the farthest, or including the demoted Pluto. This is like preparing to sell a huge estate. But the agent only calculates the area of the gatekeeper's reception room, completely ignoring the vast private garden outside the window, where horses can run freely, for gravity. The true territory of the solar system is determined by the sun's gravitational influence. This region is called the Oort Cloud. Let us do a simple thought experiment. If we shrink the sun into a 10-centimeter diameter orange and place it in the center of Beijing, Earth would be a sesame seed just 10 meters away. Where is Neptune? About 300 meters away is a small red bean. Then where do you think the boundary of the solar system, that is the Oort Cloud, is located? In the 5th Ring Road. No, it reaches Tianjin. It even stretches all the way to Chao County in Hezy, Shandong. Yes. In this giant scale model, the probe we launched has been flying for 47 years. And has only crawled less than 1 kilometer away from the orange in the city center. It is still an unimaginable distance away from Tianjin. Now you understand the terror of distance. Next I will tell you the real despair known as the rocket equation. This is the curse cast upon humanity by the god of physics Tsiolkovsky. Many people think to fly far, just bring more fuel. Right? Wrong. There are no gas stations in space. Every drop of fuel you carry must not only push the spacecraft, but also push the fuel itself. It is like driving a truck to deliver goods. But the truck itself is extremely heavy. To go farther, you need to fill up the tank. But the extra fuel adds more weight. So you need a bigger engine. And the bigger engine needs even more fuel. This is an exponential vicious cycle. Using chemical fuel rockets, the kind we currently use, those giant firecrackers, to send even a single can of Coke beyond the Oort Cloud. The required fuel mass might be greater than the mass of the entire observable universe. This is not an engineering problem. This is a mathematical death sentence. As long as we still rely on ejecting mass backward to gain reaction force, we are trying to fly into the sky by pulling our own hair. Some might say we still have nuclear propulsion. or even future antimatter engines. Alright, let us assume humanity has unlocked this tech tree. This brings us to the third harsh reality: interstellar medium and relativity. Suppose you can accelerate to 20% of the speed of light. To reach the nearest star Proxima Centauri, it would only take 20 years. Sounds wonderful. At that speed, the originally sparse hydrogen atoms in space would turn into high-energy particle streams. Every tiny dust particle hitting the spacecraft would be equivalent to a grenade exploding. Your spacecraft would need several meters thick shielding, which again adds enormous weight. And we are back to the same rocket equation death loop. Even more terrifying is time dilation. If you truly approach the speed of light, to you, traveling to Andromeda might feel like just drinking a cup of coffee. But when you return, millions of years would have passed on Earth. The civilization you knew, nations and even the human species itself, might have already disappeared. Interstellar travel is essentially a one-way ticket. You are not going to explore. You are going to exile. Since we cannot go fast, can we just fly slowly? Build a giant generation ship, like a moving city. Let our descendants reproduce on board, and reach the destination after thousands of years. This sounds very romantic, but from a sociological perspective, it is absolute hell. Imagine, you are born on the ship. From the moment you become aware, you are told, you will never go anywhere in your lifetime. You can only maintain the engines inside this metal can. Your grandfather never saw the destination. Neither will your grandson. Your entire life is just fuel for a goal you will never reach. This is not only cruel, it is extremely unstable. In such a closed environment, mutations, plagues any small probability event, will over long years be magnified into a catastrophic disaster. You might not even need thousands of years. Not long after leaving the solar system, humans inside the ship may have already degenerated into some primitive tribe that worships the engines. Long before reaching the destination, civilization would have rotted from within. At this point, you might feel suffocated. Gravity locks us to the ground. The speed of light locks our upper limit. Lifespan locks our lower limit. We seem to be carefully designed by some advanced civilization, kept in a controlled enclosure. This glass wall is despairingly thick. But think differently. Maybe this is a form of protection. Precisely because interstellar travel is so difficult, those potentially existing hostile dark forest hunters cannot easily discover and erase us. This insurmountable wall is both a prison and a cradle. It forces us to examine the land beneath our feet. For a very long time in the future, this tiny speck of dust floating in sunlight called Earth will still be our only home. We cannot get out, and nothing from outside can get in. during this extended safety period granted by the laws of physics. What we should do is not fantasize about conquering the stars, but first learn how not to destroy this blue marble. I am Sleep in Deep Space. Do not forget to keep your dreams safe. See you next long night.